Do you have 2020 vision? Welcome to my channel, Fit with Tiff 100. The steps I took to lose 130 pounds. 3 secrets that I use to pay off $100,000 in student loan debt. This topic is definitely near and dear to my heart. Out here on the field at the Texans game. How amazing is that? What's up, my Fit fam? Thank you for tuning in to another segment of Fit with Tiff 100. Tiffany Chanel here, and I appreciate you joining me in this video and the other videos that I make. I'm not as lively and as bubbly as I normally am, and this year has been a year. This video is to ask you, if you were to, and Lord forbid, but if you were to die tomorrow, can you truly say today that you are walking in your divine purpose? That you were living out the life that God called you to live? Can you truly say that? So I just want to share with you, I share videos about different things all the time, such as being fit in your finances, inside your body, and your thoughts. And this video is really about creating a vision board for the new year. Do you have 2020 vision? And I normally like to go and do all this research before I come up with my key points. This video is going to be pretty raw. I just recently came from a funeral. I'm wearing this gold and green ribbon because this was my high school colors, and all of our classmates wore the same ribbon today to celebrate the life of a classmate who passed, who was really 8 days younger than me, exactly 8 days younger than me. Being at the funeral was so many emotions. Sadness to see someone pass before their time. The beauty of joy to see how many lives this person touched and impacted and really changed a lot of people's perspective about life, simply because this person was really living out God's calling for his life. I have witnessed 9 deaths this year. Meaning, not watch someone die, but starting in February, and I see from family members to friends, pass, and I don't mean to make a sad video, but it's been a tough year. Although it's been a tough year, I still want to encourage you. Whether you've lost a loved one, or a loved one is ill, maybe in the hospital, I want to encourage you to stay hopeful. Stay hopeful. Because when you have hope, you can continue life. I always call the life that we're living a journey. You can continue this journey called life, living out the purpose that God has truly called for you. And so again, I ask you, do you have 2020 vision? My vision is crystal clear. And one way that I keep my vision clear is I prepare vision board. I know some people have resolutions that they go by. Some people prepare vision boards. I used to do resolutions, but the Word of God says to write the vision down and make it plain. The Bible says that God's people perish for lack of knowledge, and by creating a vision board every year, it keeps the things that I know that I need to fulfill in life at the top of my mind. I actually, I create the vision board electronically. Later on in this video, I'll probably change clothes. I'm still in clothes from the funeral. But later on in this video, I will show you how I create my vision board. In the past, I used to cut out pictures in magazines and things like that. But it's just easier for me to now access things electronically with the internet and having digital photos and things like that. And so I will share with you my techniques in creating my own vision board. And I just want to encourage you, whether it's a vision board or a resolution or whatever it is, write it down or type it up, whatever your choice, your preference is. And something that I do, like I put it all over my house. I have it in 3 locations of my house so that it stays at the top of my mind. 3 areas that I'm always at, either in my bedroom, in my kitchen, because I'm always cooking, cleaning, or doing something, and then right before I leave my house, I have it on the door. And so I'm always looking at my vision board. I'm always looking to see, okay, this is what I wanted to do this year, or this is what I'm aiming towards for the future. Maybe it's an aim towards the year 2021, but there's work to be done in 2020 for me to get to the 2021 goal. And so I still include that on my 2020 vision board. And it just keeps me thinking about, am I truly living out my purpose each day? Am I doing something towards my purpose? And so hopefully this video can encourage you. I apologize for the tears. I'm not one to get on camera and cry, but it's just been a really tough year. Even my dad's brother passed as well, and that was hard. That was really hard. That was really hard. I have to give I guess you can call it a shout out, but really I want to recognize just the strength in so many people that move forward in life knowing that there is hope. There is hope. Especially to my grandmother, because I've watched my grandmother. She, buried her sister one year. A few years later, she buried her son. And then after 1 year and a day after that, she buried her husband. And now she had to bury this year her oldest son. My grandmother's 94 years old. She's seen so much, but God, she's resilient. And she keeps a peace about her, a joy, and it just blesses me to see the strength in her soul. And I pray that I have that kind of strength. So guys, try to bear with me, and I am looking so forward to sharing with you my 2020 vision, my vision board. So stay tuned, and if you haven't already, if you lost someone, I know we've all lost somebody that we love. Maybe put a heart or something in the comment below, or like this video just to let me know that it touched somebody. Because really, guys, that's why I make these videos, to encourage, to help, to hopefully help someone make better decisions, be it in their finances or with their health, or just with how their thought patterns are. Just make better decisions, think positive thoughts, get through life. Get through life, and not just getting through life, but truly living life, truly fulfilling the life that God has called you to fulfill and live. Well, stay tuned to the vision board segment. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you shortly. Bye.
Hi, my Fit fam. Thanks for sticking with me in this video. I am actually going to take you through the steps that I take to create my vision board. Sorry, I'm sometimes looking this way because I can see myself, but then sometimes I'm looking this way because I know that is the camera, and so forgive me if I'm kind of looking back and forth there, but I'm actually going to show you how I put together my electronic vision board. As you can see, I did kind of throw something else on just to get more comfortable, and hopefully this will inspire you to think about your 2020 vision and making sure that you do have 2020 vision for this new year. And let's get started. Okay, so one of the first things that I do is I start thinking about what exactly do I want to accomplish just in general. And then I start taking, it doesn't have to be in 1 year. It could be maybe my financial plan for the next 5 years or for the next 10 years. And then what I do is I start breaking that down in chunks. Okay, what can I accomplish this year and maybe next year? And so based on that, then I start thinking about, okay, let me try to find maybe a quote or an inspirational photo or something that I can look at on my vision board, and it'll immediately make me remember the things that I need to be working towards for the year. So I start off here where I'm just Google searching. This is one place I would love to visit is Italy, as well as the Bahamas. So I've just been like typing different locations and capturing photos. So this is just an example of what I have. Let's see. Make sure that I am recording this. Okay, good, I am. Just an example of video of different pictures and images that I go and I look for. You will see a lot of Dave Ramsey quotes. I have been thinking a lot about my finances, and I do agree. I can't say 100% of everything, but majority. I do agree with a lot of the inspiring information that he gives people to make sure that they are focused on being financially independent and not burdened down with debt. And so you'll see quite a few quotes from Dave Ramsey. But other than that, that's basically it. I just start Google searching different things. Like here's one. Baby steps. So I'll Google search. I know he has the baby steps, and I'll just find an image that I like, and then I save that to my computer, and that becomes part of how I build my vision board. And so what I do is I open up just Microsoft PowerPoint here. As you can see, I already have it opened, entitled Vision Board 2020. And then I have all of the images that I've saved here. And so maybe I'll open up each image one by one so you can see it. I have an image that says 2020 and beyond. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Because some of the stuff that you see here on my vision board is not what I'm going to do. Well, how do I word that? Some of the stuff that you'll see on my vision board is not necessarily something that I may accomplish in 2020, but I am working towards it in 2020. Now, some things I will accomplish in 2020. Some things I will accomplish in a future year, but there are steps that I have to take in 2020 to work towards it. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's why I put 2020 and beyond. Let's see. I have just different pictures here of me. Let's see. Some of these I probably won't use. Some of these are old. This is when there was like a snow day, and it was just really special because it hardly ever snows in Houston. So I got all dressed warm in my jacket, and cuddled by my daughter in her little warm jacket and hat and everything and gloves, and just went outside and we played in the snow. And I like this picture because even in the toughest of times, you can still find joy. And so I may use this picture, or I may use some more current pictures. As you can see, she's a lot younger here. I'll probably use some other pictures, like the picture at the pumpkin patch. If you watched my recent fall video, you'll know that this is a recent photo. Some pictures of me weightlifting and working out. Being healthy and taking care of yourself is really important to me. I don't always make the best decisions. I always call this a journey, guys. But I do my best majority of the time to make the right decisions in what I eat and in exercising. I have a quote here that says, just keep moving. It's just self-explanatory. Even if it's working out and maybe you can't finish jogging, just walk. Just walk. If you cannot walk, just pick up your feet and walk in place if you can't keep going forward, but just keep moving. And then also, I think about this from a financial perspective too. Just keep moving forward in your finances, even if you're not where you want to be and you can't move forward as quickly. Do something towards it. And even just moving in your thoughts, like, don't allow your current situation to dictate to you to where you cannot keep going. Just keep moving forward. So yeah, so you'll see some quotes here. Let's see, I had some more encouraging quotes. This is so hard to see. Let me see if I can make this a bit bigger. The bigger I make it, it's not as clear, but let me read some of these to you. Don't wait until you've reached your goal to be proud of yourself. Be proud of every step you take towards reaching that goal. And that's why you'll see 2020 and beyond, because there are steps to take towards reaching that final goal of like debt freedom, for example. Also, I may not be there yet, but I'm closer than I was yesterday. You'll see more videos from me where I talk about how in the wintertime I do put on a little bit more weight. You can probably tell from my current videos. I am about 15, probably even 20 pounds heavier than I was when I had lost all the weight that I had lost. I do like to eat good, fun, hearty meals during the winter when it's cold outside, and celebrating my birthday during the fall and winter months. It's just fun, holiday food. But at the same time, I do know that my goal is to really be where I'm supposed to be with my weight loss and staying there. A few pounds here and there, weight gain during the winter is, I think maybe it's normal. I don't know, normal for me. But not allowing that to discourage me, understanding that I lost 130 pounds, and that is a big accomplishment. And even though I may not be exactly where I want to be in my fitness, I'm definitely closer than where I was when I was at my heaviest. So grateful for that. Let's see, this quote says, I am a person of action, immovable in my determination, confident in my abilities, unshakable in my convictions, impervious to doubt, and insensitive to the negative opinion of everyone who does not have an interest in my goals. So that's self-explanatory. I picked this quote. I think it says something about oh man, I sure hate that I cannot read that. Let me see. I may be able to find it somewhere here and read it, because I picked that quote a while back and that just really spoke to me. Let's see. Here it is. It says, when obstacles arise, you change your direction to reach your goal. You do not change your decision to get there. And so that is just huge for me, because we've all experienced obstacles in life, and sometimes we do have to change direction, but that does not mean that you change your decision to get to your goal. And also this one, it just says, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. We all have goals, but we have to stay disciplined to actually accomplish them. So I just kind of merged all of those quotes together. And let's see, any other quotes. I mentioned this earlier. These are Dave Ramsey's baby steps, where it talks about step 1, build your emergency fund just of $1,000. Step 2, pay off all your debt through your debt snowball. I also use the avalanche method. I mentioned that in my video regarding paying off $100,000 in student loan debt. So I combined both the debt snowball and the avalanche method when I was paying off my debt. Then build 3 to 6 months of expenses and savings. Invest 15% of household income into Roth IRAs and pre-tax retirement. Number 5, baby step number 5, college funding for children. Number 6, pay off home early. Number 7, build wealth and give. I am aiming towards this. However, I had to make the baby steps work and be tailored to my situation, and which is being a divorced single parent. And so I'm doing things a little bit differently, and maybe I'll make another video and talk more so about how I'm doing things, but overall, this is really the ultimate goal. Okay. This quote says, there is no magic formula to getting out of debt. It all depends on your intensity and willingness to sacrifice. Nothing happens without focus. Don't try to do everything at once. Take it one step at a time. Okay, I think those were most of the quotes. I have this here, the gazelle intensity, just the picture reminding me to work hard and stay diligent on this journey of paying off debt, also weight loss, and just anything that I'm aiming for. I have this here. It's like a healthy living picture where it talks about being fit, having a healthy lifestyle, cooking, eating healthy food. This does say low fat, but I've done low fat programs, but then I've also done keto, which is a high fat program. And so both programs have worked for me. You just have to find what works best for you. All right, and let's see what else. This little quote, new life in progress. And I actually picked this quote a few years back when I began going through the divorce. And so so I love that quote, and so I just kind of keep that there. Kind of like with Michelle Obama says, she's still becoming Michelle. There's no I have arrived. It's always becoming. So I kind of look at that as the same way. Picture of a passport. Is there anything else? Another quote. Oh, this one. The possibilities are endless. I like that. Oh, and motherhood quotes. So it's probably going to be blurred in here too, but let's see. I'll read these to you. So the one on the top left says, successful mothers are not the ones who have never struggled. They are the ones who never give up despite the struggles. And I think that's really successful parents. That goes for fathers and mothers. All right, that was the top left. Now the bottom left. Dear strong single mother, while most parents are out partying, you are spending time with your child. You don't bring different men or women around because you choose not to confuse your child. What a man or woman can do for you means nothing if they can't be the role model. You're not single because you have to be. You're single because you choose to be. Respect and salute to you for that. So I thought that was an encouraging quote, just really for single parents in general. Then the top right side, it says, I cannot change my ex, but I can change my attitude. I cannot change the past, but I can work for a better future. I must pick my battles. I can never make up for the imperfect life I have, and I should never try. I should just focus on the positives and teach my child to do the same. I cannot do anything except the best I can for myself and my child. Okay, and then lastly, the bottom right, it says, in the end, I am the only one who can give my kids a happy mother who loves life. So I thought those quotes were pretty neat. And let's see, I think there was one more. Oh, here it is. I think I put this together myself. And let's see. So it says, keep calm. God has a plan, Jeremiah 29:11, which talks about the plan and purpose that God knows that he has for you, which is to give you a hope and a future, which is what I was saying earlier in the video, to never lose hope, always have hope. And then here is a little girl that is holding a really tiny, here's a little girl that's holding a really tiny bear. It's kind of hard to see in this picture. And she's saying, but I love it, God, talking about the small bear that she's holding. And then God says, just trust me. And then he's holding a larger size bear. So that's encouraging. A lot of times we think what we currently have in life, and it's okay to be satisfied and content and appreciative of what you have. And I'm not necessarily always talking about physical possessions, but just in general, we may be satisfied of the life that we have. And really, God is telling us, yeah, but I have something so much better for you. And if you let go of the current circumstances or what you think is best for you, I can truly give you what's best for you, which is so much greater than what you have now. And so I think that is just a super cute depiction of what God has in store for our lives. And then at the bottom it says, I declare that God has a great plan for my life. He is directing my steps. Even though I may not always understand how, I know my situation is not a surprise to God. He will work out every detail to my advantage. In his perfect timing, everything will turn out right. This is my declaration. So let's see. And then other than that, guys, just photos. So let's see. This is a photo of me counting with my daughter. You'll see on my vision board that I say that I really want to continue to increase and enhance her education. I don't go into depths of what I want to do for my daughter on this vision board because this is my vision board, but I do incorporate her because she's part of my life, a very big part of my life. A friend of mine encouraged me to actually put together a vision board for my daughter, a separate one, and so that's something that I'm doing as well, but I won't be sharing that, just the one that I'm putting together for myself. And this is a cute picture. This it's so tiny, it's gonna be hard to see, but this is pre-daughter body. And that's really the body I want that back. But that's just a reminder of, when you eat healthy, work out, you can have the physique that you want. And other than that, that's really it. Oh, and I do have my Money Makeover Ministries logo that says, owe debt to no one except the continuing debt to love one another, Romans 13:8. I believe that, like, the only debt we should be owing is the debt to love each other. So that is my logo. And then you see this a lot on my channel, basically my Fit with Tiff logo. The F stands for finances, the I stands for inside your body, the T stands for your thoughts, and the 100 stands for the $100,000 debt I paid off, plus the over 100 pounds of weight loss that I lost in a year. And a few more things, guys, but that's mainly the gist of this. And so I do have a couple of scriptures like John 16 verses 33, which says, "These things I have spoken to you. In me you might have peace. In the world you'll have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." So that's just like a great reminder. That scripture actually used to get me through everything, college, everything, to just remind me that no matter what circumstances you go through, because you will go through circumstances, God has overcome the world. And so we're going to have peace in him, and knowing that he has overcome everything, and that through him we're more than conquerors. And then lastly is John 1 verses 8. I really love this scripture. Just, it's just a constant reminder. It says, "This book of the law," talking about the Bible, "shall always be on your lips. Meditate on it day and night, so that you can make your way prosperous and have good success." And for me, that's just it. In order for you to be successful in life, you've got to meditate on God's word. You've got to keep positive thoughts in your mind and in your spirit. All right, I've talked enough. Let's get into creating this vision board.
That's just wasting time. I'd rather be spending it on working out. Some say I'm too uptight, but I disagree. I wake up and live my dream. Someday soon I'm gonna make it. Yeah, all hard work's gonna be worth it.
Okay, now, well, there you have it, guys. This is my 2020 vision, my vision board for the new year. And again, hopefully this inspires you to start thinking about your vision for your future, for the new year and forward. And thanks for sticking with me in this video, and I hope to see you in the next upload. But before you go, if you haven't already, please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're not already a Fit family member. And I look forward to seeing you in the next upload. So my Fit Fam, now that you've actually had a chance to see how I put together my vision board, hopefully you will enjoy this next short clip of me talking to my Nana and talking to her about just how she's overcome so much in life and how she remains to be an independent lady. She raised 4 boys and 1 girl as a divorced single mom, and she did it with so much grace. I believe my Nana is 90 years old. I talked earlier about my grandmother who's 94. You've probably seen her in the Fun Fall Festivities video, but this is my Nana, and she's just such a strong woman, and she's always been independent as long as I've known her. And hopefully you enjoy this clipping. So enjoy this next clipping of me talking to my Nana, and thanks again. Bye. Tiffany Chanel here. I am here with my awesome nanny. She inspires me a lot. We were just sitting here having a heart-to-heart conversation, and we were talking about just being, you know, a independent individual. In our case, independent women. You know, it's a blessing to know great men. We do know wonderful men in this world, and we're grateful to God for that. But we were just sitting here talking about how God has helped us be independent. Yes. Mm-hmm. So I just want to let you listen to some of the things my nanny and I were discussing. So Nanny, you were telling me that you were able to buy a house, buy a car, and do all these things with no husband and raise 5 kids. So you could just tell me a little bit more about it. Mm. So what were you saying, Nanny?
Oh, Lord.
It's okay. Don't be shy.
I don't forget.
It's okay.
When I was your age, the Lord blessed me to do these things.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so glad He did. Yeah, He blessed me to raise 5 kids to get grown. Bought me a home. Bought me a new car. And then I'm still living. But I done got old now. And I hate I didn't follow up, when I was young.
Yeah, but you have a house paid off, car, you raised 4 boys and 1 girl on your own.
Right.
As a divorced single mom. And, to me, that's the grace of God. That's amazing, and that's very inspirational. You and grandmother have definitely inspired me in so many ways. I really look up to y'all. I love y'all.
And I love y'all too.
This clipping, like I've mentioned before, my grandmother, my Nana, my mom, my dad, my brother, just my family. I've watched people who've gone before me and who have been able to overcome so many obstacles and do it with such grace that hopefully I can follow in their footsteps as well. And one step that I take towards being that woman of God that God has called me to be is creating the vision board. And again, hopefully this inspires you to start thinking about your vision for your future, for the new year and forward. And thanks for sticking with me in this video. And I hope to see you in the next upload. But before you go, if you haven't already, please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're not already a Fit family member. And I look forward to seeing you in the next upload. Thanks, my Fit fam. So this is a journey for me. I'm still not done, and that's why it's called a journey, I suppose. But if you would like to share this journey with me, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below. And that way you will be able to stay tuned for more of my videos in the future. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, YouTube.